Ready?
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
Drill, 52.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. It rips off a nice run there.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
10 cycles.
On second down, it's Jones. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 46 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. Off the play fake, Love. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
Ready.
Love, they go play action now. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
Rail, yellow. Slash, red. Yellow, zoom. Set.
Now Love. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And this is exactly the kind of drive you're hoping for out of the gates. They're mixing the run and the pass well, keeping this defense off balance early. And they're on the march here with another first down.
52 blaster. Ready.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another first down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Now Jones. And he stopped immediately there. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
97.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
From the 7 now, it's 3rd and goal. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards puts them right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Ultra. Set, cut.
They'll run for it with Dillon. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point through the Snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
48.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Third and 4. Throwing, Cousins. Quick throw there. It is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Again, it's Jones. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Love. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Taken in at the 22. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. To throw is Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
taken down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Second down, Cousins. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down, Minnesota.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now a give running left is Nwangu. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff to Chandler. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Over the middle, complete to Addison. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Joseph's got it, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2nd down, Love. A check down here to Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Trouble, 38. Ready.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go.
They need 12 here. It's third down.
Fight 60. Set, go.
On play action. Love to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 23. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it will be Vikings ball, first and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Intercepted. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Set, ready.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. Following the interception, Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Come on, set.
Second and 10.
Set.
Throwing. Love. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Let's go.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Ready.
Love. Drops it to Jones in the flat. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On now is the Packers punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over first and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. To throw, Cousins. Drops this off with DeWalger. And he's got room. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
This 2nd and 4. Play fake. Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
A 45-yard attempt.
And that's off the left upright, but it caroms right in. How about that? The kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner, except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Down.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Eat old blue. Hey, green.
To throw now. Here's Love. And this one too low.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Final play of the half. Love. Here's a ball deep from Musgrave. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's on his way. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu, 78 yards. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Striker, 3, ready.
And here's Jones again on second down. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Hand cycle. Hut, hut.
Play fake. Here's Love. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Hut, hut.
Now an option play on second down. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
Okay,
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47.
Ready.
Play action this time with Love. That one caught downfield by Watson. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. They got 29 yards that time.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far in this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Love looking to throw it. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. Romeo Doubs, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. picked off by Lewis Seen. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Another run now for Nwangu. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 121 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there.
Good route here. Black. Hey, we're good. Where's your heart?
Here's Cousins. Forced out to his left. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Cousins. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Cousins now. And this one is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And you're starting to sense the momentum possibly changing just a little here. You get the touchdown your previous drive, then you force a punt, and now this is a good positive play here to start this drive. And you can just sense the tide starting to turn here in a one-score game.
Love now on second down, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by a Caleb Evans.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Well, really not much secret there. Third and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because third and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Throwing, Cousins, being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Give left side here for Nwangu.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
A little extra pressure with this one for Greg Joseph.
This to get the lead up to 4. The kick by Joseph is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Ready.
2nd and 11.
Love from the gun.
Open man is Musgrave, the tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Spike, 60. Strike. Check, strike. Green jack. Hut, hut.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The Packers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. And even 100 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
I used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge third down conversion.
Brian Asamoah making the play defensively, meeting him behind the line for a loss.
The Vikings 36-yard line.
Here we go.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Off the option, it's Jones. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. And they get the guard, John Runyon.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Ready.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Ready.
Off the play fake, Love. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Striker. 3-3. Set.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
As to you said big third down, I'd put the word big in capital letters here. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Throwing is Cousins.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt,
and they will take over 1st and 10.
Ready, break.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
To pass, here's Jordan Love, escaping the pressure right. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Love looking to throw it. He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Here's 1st down.
10 cycles. Hut.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
43 rail.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
Ready,
They'll
set.
come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Set.
Here's Love. This one swung out here to Jones.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Blaster. Black Ultra. Black Shot. Blaster. 6. Slide through. Hut, hut.
Love.
He'll find Jones again, complete.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are in the field?
Let's go.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
Watch out.
And now Love going to change things up.
Hey, check Mega. Ready.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Down.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down.
Go Ray. Hey, Red. Red, yellow. Set, go.
Now Love.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Set, hut.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Smash, red. Blue, go. Steel, black. Ready, ready.
Now Love.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
One last shot now for Cousins. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild